Hello everyone, this is Flatline, and today we're going to be doing a PvP how do I respawn type of video. And it's going to be covering the Stargate versus Twilight. If you haven't already checked it out, you can check out the Stargate versus Stargate one on my channel. Which features a Sage versus some kind of barcode. But in this game, we're going to have a ROOTMinigun, and his opponent is going to be his teammate Puck. Both of them GM players on the NA server. Very great players, or great Protoss players. I did it done right. But yeah, they're really good. And if you haven't already, I also posted that coaching session I had with Minigun where he showcases that Stargate build, or Stargate build for me. And I'm just trying to learn it in that session. You could check that out as well. Might give you a lot of information on the way he sees things in PvP with Stargate and whatnot. But I'm just going to be timing too, because we don't really care about the build order. We just care about the build and how do you respond. Really nothing to watch from here. Both of them playing safe. He's kind of going inside the base. Puck just looking around inside his base. Looking around. He's going to be going Twilight. And we see that Stargate. Now here, if you're an observer, you're like, if you're a Minigun fan, you are not happy. Because technically, Puck has the advantage. He has the tech advantage. And that's the Twilight. Now, which one is he gonna do? Is it gonna be Stargate? I mean, DTs or Blink? And it's actually gonna be Blink. We do see the Oracle coming out from Minigun. Pretty standard for him. The Oracle is gonna be able to allow him to harass and scout. It's really nice. I actually forgot to say that. When it comes to Stargate openings, the one that I preferred was the Phoenix. You don't really get to harass early in the game with them, but you do get a scout. And to me, I would rather value that. The Oracle one has the possibility of doing a lot of damage, but Puck scouted that, so yep, has his 2 stalkers there. So now, what do you do? What can you possibly do? Right here, we're gonna slow it down. Now he's about to have Blink. He has Blink. Right here, we're gonna pause it. Do you Blink up here? There's a Void Ray. 3 stalkers, 3 zealots, 1 more banana, of course, a sentry, and a mothership core. No, you don't Blink up there. You don't. And this is why I feel like Stargate build is pretty much in the Robotics and Heart of the Swarm. You make that Void Ray, Puck can't go up there. He has 4 gateways. He has Blink. No way is he gonna be able to come up here with a Blink. If he blinks up here, he doesn't have Blink. So he doesn't have that advantage, that tech advantage that he had. And he could trap his units with this sentry having 2 force fields. He could just force field right here, block them off, have the zealots, being able to get those shots off on the stalkers here. So now, what do you do as Puck? If you had the advantage like Puck and you went Twilight, the best thing you could possibly do is contain your opponent. Get those sentries out here immediately, because Stargate unfortunately can't break force fields. They could pick up the sentries, but you actually don't want to get Phoenixes. You actually want to get Void Rays, because he went Blink. And while you're containing them, you are going to expand. Voila. Wow, that perfect timed out. And now Minigun is in a tough spot. He can't go down this ramp. He doesn't have anything that could break down the force field, so Puck has the ability or the option to pretty much block this off. If Minigun wants to come down the ramp, like he is right there, just block it off with the force field. And now Minigun is in a awkward position here. He has his Oracle looking around, and I think he is going to be able to scout this. Oh, he does know. Oh, so he knows he has an expansion. So Minigun's on a time. on a timer right now. He can't really do anything. He's just trying to bait some force fields from Puck. He's doing really well on that. So, minigun, what do you do? What do you do possibly? And the best answer is what he's about to do right here. Boom. Alright, so he has 2 void rays. Sentry, when he's going down this ramp, I wish I was showing this before, but look at this. He goes so he can see the number of stalkers. This gives him a good indication if he's gonna be able to make a lot. And plus, he also expanded here, so he knows that Puck cannot have that many stalkers over here. So he can send 2 of these void rays to the side. How many void rays? How many stalkers is he gonna actually have? And look at that. The Oracle was sacrificed to do some damage here. And once these 2 void rays come over here, what does Puck do? He cannot attack into this. Most of his stalkers are over here. Look at that, he's warping in more. He can't hold this. He has to retreat, loses mining time, puts these on charge, loses a stalker. This gets really, really bad. He's gonna force field this. Minigun still making more void rays. And Puck does a smart thing right here. Waits until the charge is done and then engage. That's what you want to do. Fortunately, Minigun was able to keep this alive. So what Minigun accomplished may seem small, but it's actually pretty huge. He stopped the mining at the natural. The advantage that Puck had was put to a halt. He was not really mining from that much. You can see some of them are just still fresh. Let's look at this. 1485. 1490, very, very fresh indeed. But Minigun playing a little bit dicey here. Now if you're wondering the magic number of void rays, kind of like the immortals, when it comes to blink, it was like 3 immortals pretty much. It's not a good thing for the blink stalkers to actually engage into that. In this case, it's 5 for the void rays, but since Puck is constantly making stalkers, that's not the case. He actually wants to wait until these 2 void rays come in, and he actually might just wait for this void ray as well, and then he's gonna engage. It's gonna give him a total of 8 void rays. Ooh, whoa. Just have blink, the time warp right here. Now the stalkers can't really blink. Oh, they could blink away, but they can't move backwards. I guess you could say they had to blink. Look at this. He's able to knock out all of the stalkers, and that's because the void rays are pretty much like in the immortals, Wings of Liberty, and he was able to deal with this contain very well. What Minigun did was basically what you want to do. Play very patient, stock up on the void rays, and once you have like 8 or so, you should be able to attack. Because on top of that, don't forget, he forced some warp-ins from Puck back at his base when he warped in those. When he had the Oracle over there, he had 4 stalkers, and then on top of that, he used those 2 void rays to pull those probes from that mining at the natural, which forced more warp-ins back home for Puck, so he doesn't have all of the stalkers that he could possibly have at the front. And Minigun had all the possible void rays for him, and he was able to overcome the number of stalkers. So this is smart from Puck. He wants to create this wall, trying to buy time so his cannons get up. He gets that photon overcharge as well. Back up. What Minigun is doing is really, really smart. He knows he has the army advantage because Puck lost a lot of units there. And he wants to wait until this is done with, but it looks like he is actually gonna go ahead and attack. Either way would have been fine. The safest obviously is just wait until this is done, because it should be finishing up pretty soon here. He lost his mothership core back there, and there's the GG coming out from Puck, or no GG, but he leaves. Either way, very well done from both of the players. If you are in Puck's situation, what do you do? What do you do against this? And honestly, I feel like what he did was right, but he was the oh my goodness, what was I thinking? Puck had the advantage because that was the downside. He was going for an all-in from the beginning, okay, and the all-in didn't work, so it's slightly behind. But since he has the tech advantage, he kind of evened out. And then he had the advantage, you know, because his probes were able to mine here. But then that got neutralized with the board race coming over here. So what Puck needs to do, pretty much, is not make too many stalkers up at the front, but put up a contain and then retreat. He needs to figure out a way to retreat and deny and kind of harass like that from miniguns. And one way you could do that is we had the sentries here and he was too scared to make an hallucinated phoenix to scout inside the base, but you need to figure a way to scout. This robotics is questionable, but like I said, it's because he doesn't scout. He doesn't know what minigun's doing. So the safest thing is to get an observer, of course, because if he goes for DTs, you're kind of like in trouble. He also has the forge. It's just confusing from Puck. I feel like he doesn't know exactly what he was doing. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you out a little bit, or a lot, if anything. And hopefully it does encourage players to go for this Stargate style and just develop it right there. You know, you might lose a couple of games, and that's normal. But you need to make sure you learn from your defeats. To make sure you learn what you should have done, what you could have changed in your build to get the edge, to get the win. And yeah. So anyways, guys, so thanks for watching. If you have any comments, you know, leave them below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And you can also promote this channel to your friends, your fellow Protoss friends, if they need help. Hopefully they'll find something worthy enough on my channel that would help them. But yep, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.